All right, man. Let's talk about should the Lions, possibly upgrade from Goff, or should they extend Jared Goff, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. And everybody think, well, Goff had a great year, and Goff was great this year, and all this type of things. And and I say this, man, so was Blake Bortles the year, he got the Jaguars to the AFC Championship game. He was fantastic. Daniel Jones had a great year, won a playoff game 2 seasons ago for the New York Football Giants. You know what I'm saying? And what happened when they gave them some money? At some point you got to know when to move on. Belichick felt like he needed to move on from Tom Brady, whatever his reason was. It was egotistical or ego driven, whatever you want to say it is. But my whole thing is this. Y'all say we had a great year this year, and he's our quarterback of the future. He's our guy. He won a playoff game, blah, blah, blah. But let's not act like there ain't deficiencies there. Let's not act like he don't have a noodle arm. Let's not act like, this offense true potential is held back because he can't get the ball down the field on a consistent basis. Don't give me that, well, he has the most 20-plus yard passes. So do Tua. But it's different when it's different for Tua. When you throwing to some of the league's fastest receivers and all that shit, that's different. And for Jared Goff, a lot of his deep passes come off play action or come off a trick play. I just saying, dog. I just saying. And his inability to get the ball to guys like J-Mo and Josh Reynolds consistently down the field, to me, it is causing a problem. His ability to throw the ball outside the hashes is causing a problem. It's causing a problem. And that's, this is my opinion. Not saying you should or shouldn't sign him. Hey, y'all do what y'all want to do. But just because a guy had a good season, I mean, come on, man. Let's talk about all the time he was throwing noodle arms. Let's talk about all the time when he was playing bad against Chicago and Green Bay. Y'all was talking about replace the man. I've been consistent with it. I don't really think he that good. Everything got to be perfect. And, for people to say that he played no part in them losing that San Francisco game, y'all just don't know what y'all talking about. And I ain't got the greatest memory in the world, for sure. But I will tell you, I think before the half, he missed Jahmyr Gibbs wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. All right. And I know these for a fact. On that 4th down play to Josh Reynolds, just as a lot of y'all wanted to blame Josh Reynolds for that drop, nobody blamed that nigga for throwing that ball at his toes. Nobody blamed Jared Goff for an inaccurate pass. He just is responsible for the drop as Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds is 6'3". Why does he got to reach at his ankles to catch a ball? I tell you why. Anytime Jared Goff is moved off the spot, it's inaccurate. He has no pocket mobility, right? He has no pocket mobility. He has no mobility in general. So anytime Jared Goff got to move, it's a bad play. And that 4th down play, when y'all see him have to move off his spot and he threw that ball, you knew it wasn't gonna be complete. Okay, I'm with blaming Josh Reynolds as well. I'm with it as well. But what I will tell you is that Jared Goff is equally responsible. He threw a bad ball. You know what I'm saying? So say what you want to say. Let's not forget that second 4th down, they failed to convert in the second half. He had Jameson Williams wide open across the middle on a drag. He missed him. This is why he struggled with blitzes so much. You know how much greater Ben Johnson can be if he had a quarterback that had at least had pocket mobility and had an arm to get the ball down the field. Ironically, they drafted Hendon Hooker, and what does he do well? He's athletic. He's athletic. You know what I'm saying? He's athletic and he can get the ball down the field. They drafted a quarterback that strengths are Jared Goff's weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? That's what they done. And at the end of the day, you know, if I hand him a contract, it's a 3-year contract with a potential out after 2. That's just my opinion. I ain't the one writing the checks. And the reason, you know, a lot of teams tend to pay these and lock up the Daniel Joneses and the mediocre quarterbacks like Blake Bortles and the slightly above average quarterbacks like Jared Goff. Why are they able to? They lock them up because they're scared that they're not going to be able to find a replacement. It's hard to find good quarterback play in this league. It's hard, and I will say that. It's hard. But to say that he had no responsibility in this ball game being lost, that's a fucking lie. And I stand on being belligerent on that statement. I'm not apologizing for it. It's a fucking lie. He has no pocket mobility. Anytime you see him move his feet, slide to the left, slide to the cha-cha, real smooth. Doom, 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 turn it up, man. It's over with. He do a little back turn, it's over with. That toss back play to Josh Reynolds, he missed him wide open for a touchdown. He missed him because he didn't have enough arm to get the ball there. And as your quarterback get older, their arm don't get stronger. Trust and believe me. Their arm do not get stronger. And do I have a biasness towards quarterbacks that got, you know, strong arms? Absolutely. I hate these noodle arm motherfucking quarterbacks. And I stand on that statement. Don't like the Tuas. You know, I like Chad Paddington, but his arm got weaker because he had injury. You know, Drew Brees didn't have the strongest arm, but a lot of his arm got weakened because he had injury. So my thing is just have buyers beware. Just because a guy have a good people gonna see what they do well. And Goff struggles to throw outside the hashes and struggles to throw down the field. So imagine you found the quarterback that can throw down the field and throw outside the hashes and can actually move and make a throw on the move or have some pocket mobility. I believe that his weaknesses are holding back the Lions' true offense, and I think is Ben Johnson is being limited because he has to scheme around his weaknesses. He ain't gonna improve that arm strength. So therefore, I can't throw outside the hashes. I can't throw down the field how I want. He ain't gonna improve them 2 left feet and mobility in the pocket. Therefore, I can't call bootlegs. Therefore, I can't move the pocket. Therefore, I know I have to have somebody in left of more than 5 to block or chip, or I have to max protect to make sure he get the ball off. And these are things that y'all act like y'all are not seeing. Y'all think winning cures everything. And I like when Shannon Sharp always say this. You never accept what he say? You never accept the bad habits in the win. You never accept what he say? You never accept mistakes in the win that you in a loss that you, it's something that he say something like that. Like you wouldn't accept the mistakes in a win, you never accept the mistakes in a win that you wouldn't in the loss or something like that. And I agree with that. So if to me personally, if it was up to me and I can upgrade my quarterback and I can get up there, get a Caleb Williams, or I like the JJ McCarthy, or I like a Michael Phoenix, and I brought them in to compete with Jared Goff, or compete with Hendon Hooker, absolutely. If it's hard to say what they have in Hendon Hooker because he just was eligible to practice coming off a knee injury. So, in my opinion, I think they need to, cover every avenue for a quarterback. And obviously Miami is going to be faced with the same thing. Goff, he doesn't have to get paid till after next year, but most quarterbacks don't play on a 1-year deal. So, but yeah, it's just my opinion on it, man. Honestly, man. And I'm not saying I wouldn't sign him. My personal opinion is I'm turning over every leaf, every rock. And if I did pay him, it'd be like a 3-year deal or a deal with a potential out after the 2nd year. I just think there's a lot of hindrance in his game that's holding his offense back, and mainly Jameson Williams, in my opinion. Anybody you bring in that can stretch the field down the field and is holding his offense back because they can't go out the hashes like that. So you can't do some things to get them on the boot. You can't move the pocket. the way you want to move the pocket. So, and people may disagree with me. I'll say, look what we did this year. Just because you did this year don't mean you're going to do this next year. Defenses are going to get hit. They're going to see what the Lions do best, and they're going to try to take that away. They're going to say, oh, he got a problem throwing outside the hashes. This is why he struggled with Chicago. This is why he struggled the second time with Green Bay. So this is just my opinion on it, man. I feel like they can do better at the position. But I think they put a play in to do better with Hendon Hooker. And you can just ride that and you can see if Goff will wait it out one more year. You can see if you can just give him a short-term extension and see what happens. But if I have an opportunity and I have a deal in place to get Caleb Williams and I believe in him, I don't know much about him. Or if I believe in Michael Phoenix, I believe in J.J. McCarthy, I believe in Jaden Daniels. Yeah, I go do it. That's just my opinion on it. Bring them in there, compete with Hooker and Goff or whatever, and I worry about the financial ramifications down the line. So check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate the love and support. Hit the link tree. Find me everywhere. Peace.